Hello, my name is Father Vic Subb from the Glenmary Home Missioners. We continue our season of Advent, and one of the favorite saints I have is St. Nicholas. St. Nicholas was born around the year 280. He was a bishop who loved his people. He fasted for them, he prayed for them, he worried about them. St. Nicholas has many stories of how he loved. He's a patron of sailors. He prayed for sailors that were hurt, and they were renewed. One who died was brought back to life. He prayed for those who were treated unjustly. There was a story that 3 men came to town and they were taken in by the authorities, the police, and unjustly accused. St. Nicholas prayed, and the king had a dream to release these men, and they were released. He loved the poor, and he took care of the poor. St. Nicholas was left with lots of money. His parents were very wealthy. So he used that money to help those who had needs. There's a story of a man who was very poor, had very little food, and he had 3 daughters, and so they faced starvation. The daughters could not get married because they had no dowry. And so one night St. Nicholas came to the house and threw some gold through the window so that the men would have money. The next day, the man did have food for the table, and also the oldest daughter was able to be able to get married. She had money for her dowry. A week later, the second daughter received money as money was thrown through the window in the middle of the night. The waited, and the next few days, again, money came through the window, and the third daughter was able to get married. The man waited and found out that it was St. Nicholas who was the one who was the bearer of good news, the bearer of helping. And so St. Nicholas said, please don't tell anyone. But the story went all over the kindness and generosity of St. Nicholas. St. Nicholas helps us to refocus and on Jesus Christ. St. Nicholas helps us to see that we, in helping the poor and serving the needs of others, help us to bring about the good news. So this Advent season, as we prepare ourselves for Christmas, remember St. Nicholas, who many people say was Santa Claus. But because of his love and care, he was and is the one who shows us how to live the message of Jesus. Have a great Advent season.